Most people think Project Bluebeam is just a hologram. They think it is a simple light show in the sky designed to fake a religious event. But that is only the surface. The true Project Bluebeam is not a single event. It is a calculated four-stage psychological war designed to break the human mind and install a totalitarian world government. NASA and the shadow government have a roadmap. It was originally leaked by the investigative journalist Serge Monast, who died under mysterious circumstances shortly after exposing it. His files describe a technology that is not coming in the future. It is already here. Stage 1 destroys your history. Stage 2 captures your eyes. Stage 3 captures your mind. And Stage 4 captures your soul. In this Vantage Elite investigation, we expose the full execution plan of the NASA Bluebeam project. We are moving from theory to reality. The first step is the breakdown. Before they can install a new god, they must destroy the old ones. The architects of the New World Order know that they cannot simply force a new religion on the world. People hold on to their beliefs too tightly, so they must break the foundation of those beliefs. This will be achieved through artificially induced earthquakes at precise locations around the planet. These are not natural tectonic shifts, they are calculated scalar weapon attacks. These quakes will uncover new archaeological discoveries, faked artifacts and ancient tablets that will claim to prove that all major religions are misunderstood or false. This is the psychological preparation. They want to create a global spiritual vacuum. When people lose faith in their history, they become desperate for a new truth. They become a blank slate, ready to be programmed. The second step is the space show. This is the visual component that everyone fears. Utilizing a network of satellites and the sodium layer in the Earth's atmosphere, they will project massive three-dimensional optical holograms worldwide. But here's the trick. Different parts of the world will see different images tailored to their specific culture. The Christians will see Jesus returning in the clouds. The Muslims will see Muhammad. The Hindus will see Krishna. The Buddhists will see Buddha. The sky will become a cinema screen. These figures will not be static. They will move, they will gesture, and they will speak. Using advanced laser projection, these figures will eventually merge into one single entity, the New World Messiah.
This is not magic, it is technology. We have already seen Tupac and Michael Jackson perform as holograms on stage. Now imagine that technology scaled up to the size of the atmosphere, powered by satellites positioned in geostationary orbit. It is the ultimate deep fake played on the canvas of the heavens. The goal is to make the entire human race look up in awe and surrender to a fabricated divinity. The third step is where the operation becomes intrusive. This is electronic telepathy. If the space show captures your eyes, this stage captures your mind. Using low frequency, very low frequency, and long frequency waves, they will beam voice messages directly into your skull. This technology is known as voice-to-skull, or V2K. It bypasses the ears entirely and resonates directly with the auditory cortex of the brain. You will not hear it as an external sound. You will hear it as your own inner voice. Or worse, you will hear it as the voice of God speaking to you personally. Imagine billions of people standing alone in their homes, hearing a voice inside their head telling them that the Messiah has returned and that they must obey the new global laws. How can you resist when the command feels like it is coming from your own soul? This technology already exists. It has been used in military psychological warfare to make enemy soldiers surrender. Now it is being scaled for a global population. The satellites are fed with data from every language and dialect on Earth. They know how you speak, they know how you think, and they will use your own internal monologue against you. Resistance becomes impossible when the enemy is inside your head. The fourth step is the supernatural manifestation. This is the chaos phase. This stage is designed to create absolute terror. It has 3 distinct parts. First, they will use technology to simulate an alien invasion in every major city simultaneously. The goal is to terrify the nations with nuclear weapons into launching a strike against a phantom enemy. The world will be driven to the brink of nuclear annihilation, only to be saved at the last minute by the Blue Beam Messiah. Second, they will project ghosts and supernatural entities into the electronic infrastructure. Using the fiber optic cables and the 5G grid that connects every home, they will make spectral images appear in your living room, on your television, and on your phone. It will look like the gates of hell have opened. This is designed to drive the population into a state of psychological breakdown. Suicide waves, madness, and mass hysteria will follow. Third, in this moment of total darkness and fear, the good alien or the new Messiah will intervene. He will stop the fake invasion. He will banish the fake ghosts. He will be presented as the savior of humanity. But the savior is the jailer. The result of these 4 stages is the complete centralization of power. The exhausted, terrified, and broken population will gladly give up their freedom, their cash, and their sovereignty in exchange for peace. They will accept the mark or the digital ID as a sign of loyalty to the new protector. This is the ultimate goal of Project Bluebeam. A one-world government, a one-world currency, and a one-world religion, all controlled by a technocratic elite. So how do we resist a war that is fought on the battlefield of reality itself? The first step is awareness. You must understand the technology. When the ground shakes and new truths are found, question the source. When the sky lights up with gods and angels, understand it is a projection. When a voice speaks in your head, know that it is a frequency, not a divinity. The second step is disconnection. The more you are plugged in to the smart grid, the more vulnerable you are to the frequencies. Limit your exposure to the smart grid. The third step is spiritual sovereignty. Project Bluebeam relies on your need for an external savior. If you are sovereign in your own spirit, if you know that God does not need a laser show to communicate, you become immune to the deception. We are entering an era of technological illusions. Deep fakes can steal your face, AI can steal your voice, and Bluebeam plans to steal your God. The eyes can be tricked, the ears can be deceived, the mind can be hacked. The only thing they cannot simulate is the human spirit. When the sky lights up, do not look up, look inward. They can fake the invasion, they can fake the voice of God, but they cannot fake the truth. The screen is ready, the projector is on, the script is written. Are you watching the movie, or are you seeing the wires?